What's up guys, and welcome back in business. And in today's video I'm going to show you 10 ways plus one bonus way on how you can make money on websites like Fiverr or Upwork or freelance without actually having any skills or knowledge. Anyone can do it, also you. Now if you have already seen my video how to make money on Fiverr, then you know I'm personally focusing on voice acting and YouTube coachings. But of course, for the voice acting, you would need a good microphone and a good voice, of course. For the YouTube coaching, you would need at least some credible experience that you know what you talk about. So experience with YouTube channels and so on. But don't worry, if you don't have anything of that, there are still plenty of ways that you can make money. And today I'm going to show them to you. So let's dive right into the video. Number 1, website or software testing. Now, whenever someone launches an app or a website or a service that is digital, they need feedback because feedback is so valuable for them to adjust their product and get new customers. But of course, if they don't have customers already, they need somebody to test it, and that's where you come into play. Of course, you would need internet or a computer or a phone, but honestly, you're watching this video, so I assume that you have that. So if we go on Fiverr, for example, and type in website testing, you will see that a lot of people are offering exactly that service, and they're getting reviews, they are making money with it. Now, usually it goes like this. They send you a link to their website or the app, and then you go on it, check it out, and maybe take some notes of your pros and cons, what you like about the product or not, write that down and deliver it to your client. That should be enough to already get a couple of dollars into your wallet. Number 2, removing backgrounds. Now there's a simple problem. You have a photo, but you need the background removed. Well, some people are completely overwhelmed with this, especially if they have no graphical or technical understanding. But that's where you come into play. I mean, you might don't have that understanding too, but what you have is remove.bg. It's a website that offers this exact service. And you can see on Fiverr, people are actively searching for this. And if you can offer it, you can make money. So all you need to do is upload a photo on there and boom, you got the background removed. You can download it and deliver it to your client. Now there's one thing about remove.bg, which is that they don't give you the high quality if you're not paying for the service. So if you need the high quality version of a picture, you could go to Canva, and they offer the same service to remove backgrounds very easily and for free. Well, not 100% for free because you would need the premium version, but you can test it for free for 30 days. And in that time, you can already get your first clients, finance the premium version, and then you can offer this service long term. So go to Canva and try the background remover effect. Number 3, selling album covers. Another very creative work, and you might ask yourself, album covers? How can I design album covers? Well, using artificial intelligence. There's this website called This Artwork Does Not Exist. And it's basically an AI that once you refresh the page, it will create a bunch of different images that have never been there before, completely artificial. There's also the website This Person Does Not Exist, which does the same thing but with people, but that's not so relevant for us now. What is important is that one Reddit user recently pointed out that those artworks all look like album covers, and I think that's quite true. So what you could do is export them, slap a title on it and sell it as an album cover. Because it looks kind of unique, so if somebody likes your stuff, then they will definitely pay for that. In fact, there's already a website selling those artworks printed on canvas, but to keep it simple and to sell it completely digitally without any knowledge, I suggest you guys maybe start with an album cover or something similar. But a little disclaimer here, you have to be careful with the copyright. I don't know exactly who owns the images and the right to sell them because, well, they are created by an artificial intelligence. Number 4, SEO reports. Now SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. You've probably heard of it. You can do SEO on YouTube. You can do SEO on all kinds of different search engines. Of course, Google for websites. Now, a lot of people, when they have a website, they need some evaluation. They need to know, is my SEO good or bad? Now, of course, they could go to an agency and pay a lot of money for this, Or they could also go to Fiverr and find somebody for cheap, and maybe that's you. Because it's actually not so hard to create a, well, more or less valuable report. Because there are actual websites where you can just type in their website and get a full SEO report, export it or make a screenshot out of it and forward that to your client. And then you're done, you just made money selling something that you have no clue about. This website, for example, works super well for this, or this one here. Number 5, T-shirt designs. Now there are a lot of people who are selling t-shirts obviously on websites like Redbubble or Teespring or Merch by Amazon. And they need a lot of designs, sometimes thousands of designs, so there's a high demand for this kind of stuff. I know what you might think. Well, I'm not a designer, but don't worry, you don't need to be a designer. There are websites that are specifically tailored to help you create t-shirt designs. Placeit would be one example. It allows you to create designs that look unique and are highly customizable. Edit the text and the image on the platform and here you go, you got your custom birthday shirt. So when you export that and deliver it to your client, he might think you're an actual high-class designer. You can even use custom mock-ups from the same website and create those super stunning realistic animations of your design. Number 6, creating banner ads. Have you ever been on a website and there are those little banners on the side or on the top which want you to click on their fantastic product? Well, you probably have. And now you can make those yourself. And of course, offer them to website owners or marketing agencies who just want to outsource this service. So the concept is the same again, but this time you're not going to Placeit, you're going to another website called Bannersnack. And Bannersnack allows you to browse among different niches like business, lifestyle, education, pick a certain element like a banner ad, then adjust a few settings, the text, the designs, and boom, you got your ad and can deliver it, even in HTML5 code, directly to your customer. Sounds a bit technical, but it's actually super easy. And if you just register on that website, try it out yourself, you know, it only takes you 5 minutes to create your first design. And if your client is not knowing that you're using Bannersnack, well then the perceived value for them is super high. Number 7, making intros. Now a lot of people need intros for YouTube videos or video ads or something else. And you can actually do those in a pretty simple way, and you guessed it, again, using templates. One of them would be VideoBolt. VideoBolt allows you to use a template for an intro, even with sound, just add the name and boom, you're done with your intro. You can also use the same platform to create music visualizers. You probably have seen them on a couple of music channels here, and people are actually paying good money for this. If you don't really like VideoBolt, then you could also go to Panzoid. It's another platform, also really nice to create intros. Just type in the name and boom, you got a custom intro with music, which is super great. Of course, you gotta be careful because it's a community-based website. Sometimes the music is not cleared, so that means you don't have the copyright necessarily. But try out those platforms yourself and decide which one fits your needs best. Number 8, commenting. Yes, you can make money commenting on things. Now you might ask yourself, how does that work? Why would someone pay me to comment on a website or a blog or a YouTube channel? Well, to promote their product. Because you know, a lot of people need something called backlinking. They need a lot of links placed on different websites and different sources on the internet to increase their website's SEO, for example. So let me give you an example. Your client is someone selling healthy snacks. Then you could pick out 10 different blogs which talk about healthy living, healthy foods, maybe even healthy snacks if you find that small niche, and just post comments below their articles relating to the product of your client. Of course, you don't want to slack on the comments because those comments need to be organic, you know, they need to be authentic. That's what the client usually is paying for. Not just like, hey, click the link, done. But if you do it right, you can actually make quite a bit of money with it. This guy, for example, here charges $20 for just 5 comments. Wow. Number 9, proofreading. Proofreading is basically getting a text that is like 90% correct and you just proofread it, go through it and correct small mistakes. Nothing big, you don't have to be an author for that. It's completely sufficient if you speak a language natively. For instance, I speak German natively and I could do proofreading easily with German text and correct them. Number 10, last one before the bonus tip. being a virtual assistant. Now, in those times right now, virtual assistants and the market of virtual assistants is booming. Why? Because everybody is working from home, even CEOs of companies are working from home, and they really need to keep track of what they are doing in a virtual environment. So that's where you come into play. A virtual assistant basically does anything, from scheduling the calendar, to writing small emails, to doing a bit of research on the internet. So if you like to help people out with their daily tasks, then you could become one virtual assistant. And if you're good at it and build a long-term relationship with your client, then you have long-term income, and that's what we all want, of course. And now the one last bonus tip is called Fiverr arbitrage or Upwork arbitrage or whatever. You basically take a service and don't even do it yourself. You just buy it cheap and then sell it more expensive on another platform. For example, you could go to Fiverr, search for a good logo designer that is cheap, and then go to Upwork and offer logo design. And then once you get your client from Upwork, you just go to Fiverr, forward the order there, and get your logo and deliver it right to your client. Very simple. Of course, that doesn't work all the time and it also requires a lot of time. But if you're really good, especially at selling and convincing other people that your service is the best and you give them the best value for the price, then you could try this and try to market other services for more money. So if any of those tips mentioned today helps you at least a bit or inspires you to do something, then I hope I did the right job. And you know what to do, guys. Subscribe if you like that, and of course like if you like that. And I see you guys in the next video.